Hello everyone, we're standing here today at the World Electrolysis Congress organized by World Hydrogen Leaders. My name is Johan Wiebe from the Hydrogen Standard, and with me here today stands Andrea Ruotolo from Rockwell Automation. I didn't say that correct, did I, Andrea?
You did a great job. Thank you.
Fantastic. You say it one more time. What is your name?
Andrea Ruotolo from Rockwell Automation.
Andrea Ruotolo from Rockwell Automation. There you go. Glad we got that out of the way, and thank you for being here. So, Rockwell Automation, what does you guys do? I mean, big business, long-standing history. What does you guys do, and what is your role in it?
Yes, so we are the largest industrial automation company in the world, and our mission is to expand human possibility. And I'm the global head of customer sustainability. I create the strategy for our customers globally, and I execute it.
Excellent. So we're going to talk a little bit about AI here today, and a question that you get very often, and I guess a lot of us get very often. Where do we start when we talk about AI?
Where do we start? Well, we start with radical acceptance that AI is here and it's here now. And then what we do is we go and talk to our CEOs and let them know that this is happening, it's happening now. And we need actually their buy-in to start the strategic operationalization of these technologies. So that's where I recommend everyone to start first, with having a clear understanding that the time is now and they need to run this transformation. And second, that they need the support of their CEOs to drive a full company transformation.
Okay, that's where you start, and then beyond that point, you're going into a certain direction. Depending, I guess, on sort of the industry that you work in, it might be different, it might be the same. Considering that we're sort of at a hydrogen event, how is the involvement of AI into the hydrogen space, and particularly on green hydrogen production?
You know, it's interesting because actually across industries and technologies, there's a common component, and that is the need for generating a data flow of your systems back to your internal operations. You will need this data flow of the existing systems on the ground so that you can drive innovation. You need more data, more diverse data to improve on your algorithms. You need better algorithms to actually drive more usage. You need to drive more usage by creating innovation throughout that initial input of data. So that creates a flywheel, a positive reinforcement loop that will enable you to innovate faster, hopefully, than your competitors if you have already started to implement this strategy.
So AI, if I understand it correctly, is sort of a tool that you can implement in various industries because it has a similar approach in terms of like collecting the data, sorting it, and then providing maybe improvements on the processes that you're running in your particular process.
That's exactly right. So you will identify patterns, you will drive insights from that, you will identify root cause analysis of challenges you may have, and you will also be able to use that same data for reporting, for example, on ESG, environmental, social, and governance performance metrics, and you will be able to use that same data as well to run closed loop optimization, of processes. So you see how important it is to drive a foundation of data where you can apply AI engines for different outcomes.
So it seems to be very focused on sort of innovation, maybe efficiency improvements, that sort of ballpark. If we look a little bit at the wider energy space, what are some of the industries that you've seen have already adopted this sort of approach a bit more forcefully or a bit more welcomingly, so to speak? And what is it that the hydrogen industry could learn from them or can adapt from them as well?
Right, we have regulations all over the world pushing corporations to report on their scope 1 and 2 emissions. And the scope 3 emissions are coming as well, and corporations see that 90% of their emissions are scope 3. So what I see is a big push for digitization of processes, including the use of AI to be able to report to governments on their progress on scope 1 and 2 emissions. We need to decarbonize our economy, so this great push for sustainability is driving also the use of AI and, of course, the need for digitization of processes.
Tell us a little bit about the benefits of AI. I think through some of your answers you already highlighted some of them, or maybe you can summarize them once again. What are some of the benefits of utilizing AI in sort of like your process?
Well, today I was sharing actually in my presentation a case where we are using AI combined with robots, right? And so it's
Sorry, with what?
with robots, with robots, yes. And so it's amazing how you can use AI also to drive safety, right? Where you can send robots into some dangerous work situations and you don't have to expose people. So you can have impacts on safety. You can have impacts on innovation, as I brought up. Once you have that data, you are able to identify patterns. You will be able to reduce, well, CapEx and OpEx as well, depending on the application that you have. But most importantly, I think that AI is not a faster car, right? It's not about getting to a place faster. It will take you places you've never thought of. It's more like a flying car. So I don't think that corporations have an option here. They really need to implement the right technology that will help them drive insights that others are not seeing if they want to be part of the leading edge and being part of the new economy.
What do you mean when you say corporates don't have an option here?
What I mean is, I see a big push across all industries for digitizing processes. And I see that corporations that actually implement these digitization processes and AI engines, they are so called AI enabled corporations, are performing already 2 times better than their peers. And these are conservative numbers, right? Because AI keeps evolving over time. So I don't think anyone has an option but to jump into this train, which has already left the train station.
Always great to be not left with a choice, but for those who do, then the future looks bright.
Yes, it's very exciting. So join us in this transformation and let's build a thriving, sustainable future with the use of responsible AI.
Andrea Ruotolo from Rockwell Automation, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.